songwriters, etc., founders of wonderful music academies and so forth. I come here with memories of my childhood because I was 6.5 years old when I met Gene Autry for the first time in a Los Angeles recording studio after my father had a fight with Columbia Records, where he was the director of children's records. On his job 3 days, there was a song upon his desk that had been rejected by every record company for 2 years of its rounds, and my father thought, people will like this. And it was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Columbia did not want him to record it, and they certainly did not want him to record it with a person that he thought would be the one to record it, and that was the singing cowboy, Gene Autry. My father loved Gene's voice. My father thought children need a soothing, mellow, on-pitch, beautiful voice, and their parents and grandparents would like it too. Well, the vice president of Columbia said, this is children's. You have a clown sing it. You have a puppeteer sing it. You don't have a cowboy sing it. And I gather Gene Autry agreed because he said, I don't want to sing children's songs. But my father bravely went out to California on his first round, being not even 1 year at Columbia, sent the song to Gene with a courier, and waited, and waited, and waited. Would he sing it? After his big fight with Columbia, what would happen now? He'd go home with mud on his face. If Gene didn't sing it, who would sing it? And who could make it into the song that my father heard with Gene singing it? And I remember the day in the hotel room, the Roosevelt Hotel on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm 6.5 years old. I'm Alice in Wonderland at this point. The telephone rang. And my father, who was, when he would get nervous, his shoulders would begin to rise up. His neck would disappear and his head would go down, and I thought he was a turtle. And the smoking days, the filtered, unfiltered, Chesterfields with a shh. And Gene called, and the shoulders went up, and the Chesterfield was lit. And my mother and I are clutching each other. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And then the shoulders went down. And the cigarette was put out. And the phone was hung up. And my father turned to us with his gorgeous beaming smile and said, Gene Autry is going to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And June 27th, 1949, my father, mother, and I went to that recording studio. And I'm a kid. And my Schwinn bike was champion for me, my horse. And who was my cowboy, Gene Autry? And he walked into the studio. Oh my God, I was in heaven. Well, after Rudolph